like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Ready? 50 seconds, come on. I don't even know why this team showed up. Check 99, check 99. 11. They can't hang with us.
1, Omaha.
Hey, check Mike 57. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Garoppolo on first down. The throw taken in by Cole. And he'll be out right at the 35.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Fournette. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
This is Fournette. Set up down around the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, 49ers nothing. Matt Bosher set.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop this down to Coleman, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Coleman, he'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Evans. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Coleman now. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Tevin Coleman, the 49.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
49-yard attempt.
And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Something apparently not feeling right to Garoppolo, so he'll step back and take a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
No. At 26. Hey, watch the slant. At 25 for Mike. We're going 25 for Mike. On that, man.
After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, 49ers nothing.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races. and into the end zone.
Cybered on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
It's the score. Broncos 14, 49ers nothing. Set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line. So the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown.
How about that? Their quarterback, 75 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 if people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Switch, switch.
Go ahead, go.
Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. 11.
We got 25 to Mike.
Hey, gun.
At 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because if they weren't ready to go on the last one, give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their key?
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked by Kendall Fuller. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Good. Makes the score Broncos 21, 49ers 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
49er ball carrier.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
25-yard line.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
2nd and 4. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the return will stop right around the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. Crouch.
Wait.
Switch.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Good for a Denver Broncos. 1st and 10.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Watch twist.
They'll run with Fournette. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about
Here we go.
respect?
20. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Watch twist.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Matt Bosher set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And now he'll now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
65.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.